Alright, so how's it going everybody? Hope you're all doing well and great. And today we're taking a look at the RX 7600 XT, the 12 or I believe 16GB GPU, the brand new GPU from AMD, and why you should not buy this GPU before you take a look on this. So yeah, this video is going to be short and sweet. Let's make it that way, and please press on that like button, subscribe, and without wasting any further ado, let's get to it. Why? So this video is gonna be pretty short because there's only one particular blatant obvious reason on why you shouldn't go with this GPU, because basically the RX 6700 XT still exists as one of the best GPUs that you can buy for sub $300. Now ever since this 7600 XT actually came in stock, and this GPU stopped being in stock actually for a good price, but still it's for around the same price of that other GPU, the brand new one, 16 gigs. And as you can see from the benchmarks now, you can find this GPU being 10 to 20% actually faster in gaming. So yeah, the RX 6700 XT holds true as one of the best GPUs for 1080p 1440p gaming, and I feel for that budget, that extra 4 gigs of VRAM will never make any difference when it comes to actually absolute performance or meta performance in 1080p 1440p gaming. So yeah, you are not missing out on anything. FSR 3 is there. There's all the bells and whistles that you get from AMD GPU is pretty much the same, pretty much around the same power consumption, even though the 6700 XT actually consumes more power, but not that, you know, by big much. You still actually we're going with the same ratings when it comes to power supply whenever GPU you pick between, you know. So yeah, you aren't missing out on anything whatsoever. So that's why I really like this GPU. And yeah, I feel like the RX 7600 XT just, you know, took the idea for gamers to go with high VRAM GPU and amplified it, but 16 gigs for a sub 300 GPU isn't there yet. Maybe it's not the right time for it. It's not there yet. I don't see why the 7600 XT being 16 gigs. I wish I could see the 7600 XT having more performance than the 6700 XT, but on the other hand, it actually has, you know, better value for money and less VRAM. Imagine if we could get our hands on a 12GB 7600 XT that's actually closer to something like an RX 6800 for sub $350. That would have been like a steal of the month, or at least get the same performance for $300. You know, I wish I could see anything, but not, you know, that really weird spot when it comes to the performance. And it takes you to a place where, you know, the difference between that and the RX 7600 is not that, you know, big. You know, you'd find like 10 to 15% difference. The only difference is pretty much the VRAM bump. To some people would see it that way. I know there are some differences in performance, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make any sense that, like, the only sense it makes actually for this GPU, that this is actually directed towards the RTX 4060 Ti. It's only filling a gap, but it's not, you know, for the gamers need. You know, if there's two GPUs on the shelf, you know, there is the 4060 Ti 16 gigs and there is this GPU, and you'd find this GPU actually being $100 cheaper. That's why you'd go for it. But it's not meant for actual gamers who know what's going on, who's been, you know, following the GPU market or the PC market in general. And this is why I don't like this GPU, but that doesn't mean it's a bad GPU at all. It's a good GPU. It will stay, you know, for as long as it can. You know, it will be staying for longer than the 6700 XT. But if you found both GPUs, I guess you should take a look at that one. So yeah, that's been it. If you like the video, press on that like button. For see more videos with that, can subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.